Hi and welcome to Australian Gamers Friday Night Podcast. I'm Yug.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Yahtzee again.
Yeah, again, that's
Still,
right.
again or still?
Still, I guess.
And tonight we're going to be talking...
Have you guys moved much since last time I was here?
No, we're the same.
We've been here.
We actually haven't moved.
We've been here.
We don't
waiting.
do anything else.
We've been waiting for you to come back. We missed you.
It's true, I have this effect. People just seem to pause whenever I'm not around.
And tonight we're going to be talking about new game releases.
Some WoW info.
Guitar Hero 4 stuff.
Can I say one?
You can say the last
Go
one.
on.
And the coolest kid in the world.
Let's start with that
Let's
one.
start with that. Yahtzee, tell us about that one.
I don't know about that one. Someone explain it to me.
Okay, now this is fantastic.
You will approve of this, boy.
Not that we endorse
No, we
his
have
actions.
no.
We need to make that
absolutely not.
absolutely
No.
clear. Sorry, can I?
Illegal things are bad.
I know things are going to be good when someone says we don't endorse
Yeah,
the
while
actions
we
we're
do
about
not
to talk
endorse
about.
the actions herein disclosed,
we think it's cool.
we unofficially think it's awesome.
Basically, there was this 13-year-old kid from Texas.
Ralph.
Ralph
I don't remember
is
his last name. I'll pretend
Ralphie.
it's Wiggum.
And he managed to organise a credit card through his dad. He got a credit card somehow.
An extra credit card.
Extra credit card. And he went on a bender.
Okay.
And this bender involves him... What did he...
You know what bender means in British slang, right?
What does it mean
Futurama
in
or something? Or?
It means a gay man.
Are you
Oh, well,
serious?
that's not
So
what it
saying
means
that
here.
he went on a bender implies several things about it.
Had he went
Well,
on a gay man. I didn't need to spell that out, I guess, did I?
That's not what he did. And remember how this isn't British Gamer?
This is...
Yes.
Yeah, so you can keep your little Britishisms to yourself.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, but soon. Soon.
Anyway, alright, so...
We'll invade you like we invaded France.
This kid, he hired out, he got some friends together, got this credit card, and he managed to spend $30,000
On this credit card. On this.
That's a pretty good upper limit.
It's not. I think it was all in one night.
Yeah, only had the
That
night.
takes some effort. I respect that.
Yeah, we thought.
You could spend that on, like...
They
Goofers,
went out.
And I would respect you for that.
They went out and they bought a bunch of stuff. They bought games. I think they bought Halo 3 and they.
Oh, so this is
bought
why it's
Xbox
relevant
360s.
to... yeah.
This is the only way we could tie
Yeah,
it
it's
in.
coming
No,
together now.
wait for it gets better. They got a hotel room.
They then decided that they told people at the hotel room that they'd won a World of Warcraft championship.
And that's where they got all their money from.
And that's where they got the money from. So they then decided that the thing to do with $30,000, or the thing to do with a credit card,
as anyone
as you would do, is decide to hire $1,000 a night hookers.
I think I might have heard this story.
Yes,
Yes.
so-
And they didn't actually have sex with the hookers?
No.
They just played Halo with the hookers.
Yeah,
They brought them
much.
home.
No. This is the best bit, and let me read this out.
Read it verbatim because it's so good.
Ralph and Co. told the working girls they were people of restricted growth working with a travelling circus. Hold on. Wait. They added that state law did not allow discrimination against the disabled, so they had no right to refuse them.
Now,
But they didn't actually...
No, but they had no right to refuse the fact that they had
They
to
were
pay
actually-
them money to play World of Warcraft.
they were
play
actually
Halo with them.
asked. I vaguely recall reading that the boys were actually asked why they got hookers. Because they are 13 and they didn't even know what to do with them.
Yeah, and
So-
that is the hookers did actually start to clue in on there's something wrong when they don't want to have sex with them. They just want them to play multiplayer Halo with them.
Well,
Yeah.
I think there's a difference between... What did they say? Persons of restricted growth and a 13-year-old.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking retard.
Yeah, I know. It's all a bit strange, and I'm actually a bit sus on that. But someone asked them, why they got hookers at all. And they answered that they thought that was the sort of thing you do when you win a World of Warcraft
No, when you win a
championship.
World of Warcraft championship.
That's how you're expected to behave. I think, do they know anyone who plays World of Warcraft? Do how many people do you know who are like big on World of Warcraft?
It's a
who would go,
fucking hotbed of depravity.
It is. I know it's disgusting. World of Warcraft.
But the other thing is, I
actually have seen, like in clans and stuff, there is a surprising amount of sexual depravity happening in this behind the scenes.
It's usually confined within tech.
I was about to say it's confined within the game world. It's like, hey,
No,
let's
no,
take our
no,
clothes off and
no,
dance together.
No, I'm talking about, hey, we've enjoyed this raid, let's fuck.
So that's why you play it.
I'm hopeful.
How's that working out for you?
Not well.
Right, okay.
I got a character up to level 58. Where do you have to go to get that sort of
Yeah,
stuff?
is there like...
Level 69.
Oh, right off the bat, he's on.
I know.
He's on fire. But anyway, the interesting thing is that after the kid got caught and like the authorities said, don't you think you'll be in trouble for this is the thing. He actually said, no, my dad didn't get me a birthday present.
Yeah, he apparently
of course, that makes it perfectly
he apparently
acceptable.
played it totally cool and just said, no, I think it'll be fine. My dad didn't get me a birthday present. So, I love whoever this kid is. I love him. Like Corey, this Corey cockhead.
I know. We've got
like,
Corey that throws a party. It's like, there's this kid from Texas.
Yeah.
No substitute. I mean, really.
Yeah,
This is what happens when you have too much money and you don't learn the value of it, I guess.
No, but it wasn't even real
Actually,
money.
to be honest, man, if I had that much money, I'd probably do something similar.
That was something we were talking
except
about.
I probably would have... I have a girlfriend, can't say that.
Well,
With her.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they went to the hotel.
And pay her $1,000.
Just on principle. Because you can.
Oh,
So hang on,
no.
They
She
bought
listens to
games,
this, right?
They
Yeah.
bought games, they went to a hotel and they had hookers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would cut out the games in the hotel.
Yeah.
Well, you kind of need somewhere.
No, I think the hotel's
That's what
fine.
back alleys are for.
No, if you're getting
Not for
$1,000
a night.
I mean, come on.
Well, ask me again after I've had a girlfriend for a while.
Yeah, true.
Or at
true.
least a hooker for $1,000.
Quite frankly, with me and Yahtzee at the moment, whatever gets the job done, that's all that
Yeah.
really matters.
Yeah, you fucking non-single git.
Yeah.
Hey, look, hey.
I've got a girlfriend. I shouldn't talk about sex because I can do it.
Whoa.
You cunt.
Don't blame me, little Mr. C-Bomb over there, alright? Just because I used to be the promiscuous, crazy, yug, and all this kind of thing.
Because you could be.
Oh, yeah.
What, do you want sympathy for the fact that you used to have rampant sex?
No.
Oh, you
really.
poor little thing.
Look, let's get back to the
I love
topics.
that word rampant. Is it
Rampant.
ever used in any other context?
Apart from sexual content.
Yeah.
There's
I don't know.
Sexuality and heraldry. That's it.
I'm sorry, listen, I'd just like to make a slight disclaimer here. You might be aware we're slightly intoxicated, as is the best way to do a podcast, I feel. But
I'm trying to drink and talk at the same time.
Yeah, how's that? Yeah, right, okay.
Dude.
I actually did try to talk and drink at the same time. Turns
Actually,
out
he
you
do-
choke and die.
Yeah, actually, he tends to choke on fluids quite often. But anyway,
I don't know. That was supposed to be sexual, but it was only a bit.
anyway, I would like to say it is Friday night that we're doing this right now, because Matt and I
Yeah,
actually
it's
did
just
do a
podcast
Thursday night
B.
podcast.
Yes.
And we did a whole half, actually I think we did 45 minutes.
Yeah,
We
it
were
was a
way
long
over time.
podcast, and it was probably the best podcast you won't hear.
It was awesome. I think it was brilliant. I'm not saying this one's bad. We haven't
No,
finished
no,
yet.
no.
But yeah, and we went to save it, and it closed, which isn't
Yeah.
what you want to happen
It
when you
does.
click
It
the
shouldn't
save
do
button.
that.
Well,
It
no.
should.
No,
It should in fact save.
yeah, there's that, and being the
I have this problem with Photoshop.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
feature.
the save for web button is like right next to the revert to saved button.
Oh,
that's
nice.
handy.
It's not handy at all.
But anyway, so like as we tend to do, because Matt and I are so dedicated to Australian Gamer, we're just going to skip this week's podcast.
Yeah, and just go fuck it.
But Yahtzee was around tonight. We were doing some other stuff, and we
Hello.
got drunk, and then we were like, let's do a
Let's do a
podcast.
Yeah,
What
we-
could go wrong?
We're working on our dynamic.
We are.
Yes, we're discussing our dynamic.
That's right.
Yes.
How's it working out? Is it good?
It's good. We've been meeting.
I wasn't
Yeah.
asking you.
I think
was
we
asking,
agreed. You were Bill Oddie, I was Tim Brooke
Yeah,
Taylor,
we're going to be the
and
goodies.
he was
Yeah.
Graham Garden.
I'm
Yeah.
Graham Garden because I'm the nerdy guy. Yug is Bill Oddie because he's an Oddie, quite frankly. And Yahtzee's British. So
That kinda works.
It's kind of thin.
I mean, they're all
It's
really,
thin,
they're all
it's
British,
thin.
really. But
They're
I
all
mean,
they are all British,
but he wears a waistcoat.
He does wear a waistcoat with the Union
and you have a
Jack.
waistcoat.
I
So
own a waistcoat.
there we see
for my
that
shame.
that
Yeah.
works out well.
Yeah.
I have a waistcoat. I wore a waistcoat to my prom and I've kept it since. And it actually has Mickey Mouse characters on it. It has all the
Whoa!
Disney characters.
Stop!
What?
You wore a Mickey Mouse waistcoat
Yes,
to your
I
prom.
did.
Did you-
Silk?
Did you take
Silk
a
Mickey-
girl to this?
I did. She wasn't
Did you
like
ever see her again? Was she last
Twice.
seen fleeing over the railroad
No,
tracks?
no. We went and
Was
like,
she
we
wearing a
weren't
Minnie
lovers or
Mouse
anything.
dress?
No, she was not.
Yeah,
She
but
was
no,
just
no,
a friend.
Hold on, you got to understand. This comes from the same guy that actually has a Buffy the Vampire Slayer backpack and a Harry
I love
Potter
my
wallet.
Yeah. No, I do not.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
What's
just-
your wallet?
My wallet's a Paul Frank.
No, but it used to be
Well, I've had a couple. I had a Lion King one. I
There we
loved
go.
that one.
Yep.
And then I had a Keroppi one.
a what?
Keroppi.
What's Karapi?
You know Hello Kitty?
Yeah.
Keroppi is Hello Kitty's froggy friend.
That's crappy. Okay, that's no good. No.
It's kind of a pun.
I'm just wondering, I'm trying to picture the scenario. A guy in high school walks into a men's suits shop, sees a Mickey Mouse waistcoat and says, that's the thing that'll make me the most popular guy
Bear
in
in
school.
mind, being the most popular guy in school was not on the agenda
Yeah,
at that
it
point.
wasn't-
That was
it
a
wasn't
lost
exactly a-
cause.
I want to know what was on the agenda.
It wasn't
Not
attainable
having
for
my
him.
head kicked in would have been a start.
Well, you
in
don't
school.
wear a Mickey Mouse waistcoat then, do
No,
you?
but I had friends that were okay with that, and it was cool. Like this was a long time ago, and that was actually pretty cool at the time.
Okay, but here's...
Silk. Everything was silk for some reason. There was this brief period in the early 90s, I think it was, where silk. Everything was silk. I don't know
It
why.
was back in the 1950s when you had your problem, is that right?
Whatever. Shut up.
Just consider this scenario, though. And this is back then, that's fine, prom, high school, whatever. But having the Lion King wallet, that's a bit more recent. Now imagine this.
I love that wallet.
Take a girl on a date, yeah, all good, yeah, really go to dinner. And then when you've got to pay for it at the end, taking out a Lion King wallet.
Yep.
I
It was
think
bright
you'd have to-
orange.
You'd have to gauge the woman's reactions very carefully, because those will define whether you want to continue a relationship with this woman.
I don't
Yeah,
think
indeed,
that's...
and it will also define. Well, if she's going to look at me and go, "Oh my God, he doesn't have a boring leather wallet like every other guy in the world. He is so not the man for me." I don't think I was going to be the man for her in
Dude,
the first place.
you now have a boring leather wallet.
No, look, because
I got a boring
it's got
leather
colour.
wallet. It's
I
awesome.
love my boring leather wallet.
Yeah.
It's
No,
great.
I hate
It's
them.
got pockets for
I hate it.
cards.
I like mine because I can. Like, it's got a bit that pulls out that you can put just your cards in and your ID.
See,
and
even
go.
your wallet is geeky.
It's not. It's
I
a Paul
wouldn't call-
Frank wallet and it's got
I
bright
wouldn't call the
colours.
Lion King geeky.
No,
I'd
not
call
the
it-
Lion
No,
King.
it's
I'm saying a
subgeek.
new one.
Yeah.
Childish.
Yes.
Well, actually, I lost it once and it was returned to me with all the money, and I think it was because whoever
We do
whoever
not want
found
to
it.
spend any more time in the
No, no,
company
who-
of this Lion King wallet.
well, I think whoever found it assumed it belonged to a child and didn't want to steal this poor kid's money.
That's actually not a
So
bad...
I
that's
think it
not
actually
a
had a
bad
bit of a
technique.
win.
Yeah.
And then he put in like pictures of your dead parents.
Yeah.
Rather than saying these people are dead.
Yeah.
Just to make them feel
Playing the
really
guilt
guilty.
up.
Yeah, just to think it's so hard to be an orphan. There's just a little poem in it or something.
Yeah, a nice little poem that you've written
To
sort
the
of thing.
person who stole this, I don't blame you.
Yeah, maybe you need the money
More than I do. I'm sure I can find shelter somewhere
Yeah, I'll
else.
find a
Yes.
place. Don't worry
I mean,
about
it's
me.
scientifically proven you can survive for several weeks by licking bird shit off gutters.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Well, but we're about to.
About
Anyway,
to
let's move
find
on.
out.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
let's
worth experimenting.
We've talked about
Not
this
really.
kid. We've talked about the coolest
we have.
kid.
Here's,
Okay.
here's the coolest kid. But
He-
hey, don't do that,
Yeah,
kids.
kids.
Yes.
Or,
Thou-
sorry, let me rephrase that.
Unless
don't do
you
it
think
unless
you can
we're
get
invited.
away
Yeah,
with
bring us along. If you do it hypothetically, then please invite us because I want to
Yes,
know what these
invite-
$1,000
invite-
hookers are all about. No, I won't be playing Halo
Yes.
with them. Let me tell you.
You play Halo. Well, no, as in the kids.
yeah,
You-
the kids.
you guys
kids.
play Halo.
Any 13-year-olds out there, you play Halo, we'll entertain
But
the
hey, I
hookers,
did
or
actually
they'll
just
entertain
want
us.
to throw this out to the people in our forums. What would you do?
Yeah, $30,000.
$30,000, 24 hours, and consider this. After that 24 hours,
You may not.
you won't have anything to show for
You
it.
may
So
not
can't-
own anything.
You can't buy a boat and then have it. It's not like
Yeah.
the lottery.
Don't
you
buy
have
gold.
to spend this $30,000 in a 24-hour period. What would you do?
Yeah, what?
Well, I already said hookers.
Well, maybe
Yeah,
you would, but
Well,
you know.
again, ask me after I've had a girlfriend.
My
no,
thought-
no.
My,
What
my
would-
thoughts are.
$30,000. What would you do?
See, that's a lot of $100 hookers.
I can't really think of anything.
That doesn't involve the word hooker
Yeah.
at some point.
See, me and Matt were talking about this in last night's podcast.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've already got all the consoles.
Well,
Yeah, but you can't keep them anyway, so what's the point?
that's true.
Or you could have a
You could-
kick-ass LAN party or something.
This is true.
Yeah, but if you were to have a kick-ass LAN party with $30,000 and no hookers, I would kick your ass.
All right,
That's
then.
what it would be.
Okay,
Okay, bring
I
the
thought
hookers along.
I thought the hookers were discounted. I thought we were opposed to hookers now.
No, we can include hookers within the LAN party.
But
Okay, so we can have hookers as long as it's hookers and something else.
Yes,
No,
that's
no,
So
fine.
if I said hookers and a bottle of rum.
No, there's no limitations.
It's
You
just
can
okay.
have-
It's more the fact that if you have $30,000, you can probably afford to do a little bit more than just a couple of $1,000
Besides,
hookers.
let's say you've got two
Not just
$1,000
a
hookers.
couple,
That's $2,000.
$30,000 hookers.
Yeah,
That's exactly what Matt said.
yeah, $1,000 hooker, night hookers. Yeah, I reckon
you're
why.
all about the hookers.
Well,
I've got
minus the
some.
cost for the hotel room, I guess.
I know exactly what
Had-
I'd do, but I
when
can't say it on the
When
podcast.
did you last get laid? Was it within the
Oh,
month?
don't ask.
Yes.
Right. Wasn't for
this
me.
This is not
so
really topical to the podcast. I don't think
it's
this is
topical
appropriate.
to us.
Well,
My point is, you don't need hookers. We do.
Yes.
We need all the help we can get. If we
donate
have
your hookers to the Matt and Yahtzee fund.
I try, all right.
Try what?
Not with hookers. I'm
you
not
try
going to this.
and not have sex.
I'm
Is
not
that what you
no.
do?
You're construing my words.
Construing?
No.
What the fuck does construing mean?
I don't know. It made sense when it was in my head.
You try to fix us up with women, as I think you were trying to say.
That's it. That's
right,
it.
right.
Yes, I introduce you to lovely women that are intelligent, and smart, and drunk, and
Well,
you
that's
guys
the
can't do
problem.
anything about it. Don't
Yes.
blame me.
I recall you tried to fix me up with a woman who'd been married twice and was in her 30s.
You don't be
I'm okay with
choosy.
that. Where's she?
Don't be picky.
Why do you not introduce me to those?
You're a
women?
lost cause, man. I've been trying
No,
with you
I know.
for like 10
I like
years.
I like the
all
way
right?
you say you, but by you mean Yahtzee because you've given up
No,
on me.
I mean-
You've been a kid. You've done everything
You
you need
haven't
to do.
been-
So
Me
what?
that.
You're saying I no longer deserve sex because I've had
No,
it
I'm
once?
just saying you don't need women anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
So basically,
had-
you're
you-
trying to get laid because you need to procreate.
No,
yeah.
it's about you had your
No.
shot,
I
had
and your
my shot
shot
at the
produced
title.
a kid.
Right,
So that's
okay,
just,
fair
you
enough.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's move
new
on.
game releases. There
Yes.
are two games in particular that there's been a bit of info about lately, and they're coming to Australia. The first one is Too Human.
Indeed.
Which
Too Human has been one of the most controversial games ever in the world, apart from... from a legal point of view, it's had some of the most legal wrangling of any recent
See,
games.
this is it. I don't know that much about this game.
No, me neither. Tell us
Well-
more, Professor.
Professor Matt.
Well, no, I'm glad you asked. Too Human is basically an action RPG, and it's based on the Unreal 3 engine. So the Unreal Championship 3. I'm not sure what they call their engines anymore. But
Whatever it is,
I
it's
think
Unreal.
it's like the Unreal 3 engine. It's unreally anyway.
Unreal, dude.
It's like so unreal.
It's totally tubular.
But apparently the engine was shipped in
Cowabunga.
It's most triumphant.
Anyway, yes.
This has been an excellent adventure, this particular
Oh,
podcast.
no.
Oh,
Okay, go on. Legal stuff.
So anyway, they licensed the engine, and Silicon Knights claimed that the engine was unusable and was useless, and they sued Epic. Epic sued them back.
It happens in
but
America.
not making Eternal Darkness 2.
I don't know. I don't know what I probably should look in it and know, but I'm just going to make up.
Yep, go with that.
They,
that works.
They sued, saying, "No, you're bumheads. You smell of poo."
I don't think
Well,
that was probably their
that's
legal
not
standing
a
on the
legal-
Well,
matter.
it's probably
point of
valid
view.
in America.
It's
Yeah.
probably is that probably counts. You
I just,
offended
I
us.
just don't feel they're
Probably
like they're
pain
alive unless they're suing everything.
They probably sued for the pain and suffering caused by the initial lawsuit.
See, how do you assign a cash money value to pain and suffering? That's what I've always wondered.
I think I've seen a few cases where people have had lost sexual function and stuff, and because of that they can sue for like $1 billion.
Well, yeah.
But I would love to contact the people, like their ex-girlfriend or something, and say, how much was sex with him worth? Do you think maybe he got a bit too much?
Because I think either way you kind of come out of that a win-win situation. I mean, if she suddenly says, I was worth about $1 million, it's like, or $100 million, it's like, that's right, baby.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. You might have to pay that, but at least, you have that, this is what I'm worth.
I don't know, $100 million for no more penis. I would take that bargain.
Would you? So if we could do a ring around, pass the hat around, and get how much was it? How much did we agree your cock is worth?
$100 million.
If we could get a good sponsor, Yahtzee will give up his penis for $100 million.
Well, maybe
You-
not
Oh wait,
penis.
are you?
Give up the
Whoa! Are you asking
we
us?
were
To,
talking
whoa,
about-
whoa!
we were talking about
Are you asking us to be
genitals.
your pimps?
What?
What?
Sorry, am I on the wrong tangent
You're
here?
totally
you are.
wrong. Yeah. But
Okay, fine.
I'm saying that I would chop off. I would happily
You
chop off a body
started with
part.
penis.
Okay, I
You
happily.
went with penis.
See, I tuned out about the time you started talking about
Well,
penis.
I'd chop off the penis if it was the bollocks as well, because then you don't produce testosterone and you don't actually have sexual desire anymore, so it's not so bad.
Right.
Jesus, you've really thought about this.
Yeah, but if it's $100 million, never have to work again, life of luxury, and all you have to do is give up your cock.
But what's the point of living if you have no cock?
You're a bit Donnie
Well,
Darko there
you
on
could-
us.
It's
but-
valid though.
is
You
valid.
turn into a Smurf
You could go into space.
and do what?
not
look
have
at
sex.
it, hang out with Richard Garriott. I don't know. What do people do in space?
Because he's always there, Richard.
Yeah.
Good old Richie.
He's
hangs out.
He's gonna set up his own little house up there.
Yeah, like a little mirror.
His space house.
Little Ultima mirror.
Too
Yeah.
human, though. Too human. Okay, we're getting
Okay.
back to this. When
Okay,
is it
it's-
actually coming out, by the way?
It is now coming out on the August the 29th, I think, in Europe and presumably Australia as
And
well.
you say it's an action RPG.
It's an action RPG,
Which is
and
a
I
bit of
like
a weird, combination.
Yeah, I kind of like get suspicious of something's called an action RPG. 'cause
Yeah,
it
as
will
soon as you
generally
start
mean it'll
crossing
be
genres-
like not really actiony and not really an RPG.
Yeah, no, that's
either.
what we were talking about last night. That I'm not a big fan of the action RPG genre because it usually means half-assed action with a shitty RPG.
Well, exactly.
By the way, you're gonna love this. Sorry, we did bring this up last night, and the only
Yeah.
game I could really think of was Dungeon Siege,
yeah,
which is sort of a bit. It's sort of on the fly RPG, but with a lot of action bits in it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I actually did install it last night.
Oh, you did?
We talked about, and I suddenly had an. Do you ever get that when you talk about a game? You're suddenly like, my God, I have to play that game right goddamn now.
It's always Deus Ex for me.
Okay, well, I installed it and I played
It's
it, and then I uninstalled it 30 minutes later. But
Right,
anyway,
right.
For me, it's usually Guitar Hero.
of course
Right,
it is. You finished, didn't you? You're saying you
Yes,
finished
I
hard?
finally finished Guitar Hero 3 on hard.
On
I'm
hard?
Yeah, well, the thing is, the final boss fight
Have
in
you
Guitar Hero
finished?
3
Nah.
is fucking broken as shit. Because
Really?
for ages, I could get through all the hard except the final boss fight.
That's the
and,
Devil Goes Down to Georgetown
yeah,
one, right?
and
Yeah.
most of the songs in Expert I could do, but I still
I
couldn't
remember
finish.
you were telling me
I
that.
still couldn't do the final boss fight on hard, but I
Yeah.
finally did it the other day.
Nice.
And it was awesome.
Awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
I got no
we
idea.
were talking about Too Human.
And then, yes.
One thing I quite like
And I
about...
was going to say that if with The Witcher and Bioshock and Mass Effect that I've all reviewed were all action RPGs, and most of them were kind of shitty for it.
Well,
Yeah.
Bioshock wasn't, though.
Well, Bioshock was mostly just action, with the RPG seriously
Well,
I guess the
I
RPG element of
I think
that
that
wasn't
actually
really
works. I think if you take a genre and you tack elements of another genre on, that can kind of work. Like Deus Ex, which is
action
my...
games with like adventure-style dialogue trees or adventure puzzles. That can puzzles that can
and-
work.
Actually, I was
And you've
going to
got-
bring it
you've
back
got-
to System Shock 2, actually kind of worked as an action RPG.
Yeah.
I never actually finished that one.
Well, neither did I, but
Deus
you
Ex,
played
for
it,
example,
so-
was
Well, if
really
no one
just an
finished
action
it,
game.
Did it really work?
Well,
Did
I
you
don't
finish
know.
it, Matt?
Did I start it?
There we go.
Okay, we've
I was
proved
trying. I was actually trying not to admit that. I was trying to sort of skirt by
System
that.
Shock 2
Crossing-
has been proven
crossing-
to be
cro-
a shitty game.
Crossing the genres in some things that you wouldn't expect can work, like Puzzle Quest, a puzzle RPG game.
Yeah,
My
not a
God,
good idea. What
you
a
know?
stupid idea.
But it
On
works
paper,
But
really
it
well.
worked,
idea.
yeah.
So I don't think you can really discount a combining of genres just straight
No,
off the bat.
but we can go by our experience and say that many that we've played suck balls, especially the action RPG.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I think we're okay. Too Human sounds interesting.
Two quick things further on Too Human. One is that you play Norse god / cyborgs, which I think is the coolest characters possible.
That's
See,
right
when
up
you said
there.
Norse god, I was about to go, "Ugh." Then you said plus cyborgs, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Norse god cyborgs.
Is he an actual cyborg Norse god, or is he a Norse god that fights cyborgs?
No, you are a Norse god / cyborg.
I want to know how they bring that plot
I've
in. 'cause
no
that's
So
idea.
is
weird.
have you got like an arm made of wood or something?
Don't know where you're going with
that's-
that,
well,
but
it's-
that's not what a
it's-
cyborg is.
Well,
No,
is
no,
it
but
set
it's
in
kind of-
Norse times? Is it set in cyborg
No,
old
it's set in.
technology
It's very
with-
futury. No, it's very futury. I don't know much about the story, so I should just try to stop talking out of my
Probably, yeah.
ass. But
Okay.
the other thing that I
Can't
wanted to
help it,
mention
it's
about
okay.
it is that it was looking at being a four-player multiplayer simultaneous
Co-op?
co-op
Okay,
sort of
right, yep.
bashy fest kind of awesomeness.
Co-op
They've
is
scaled
the
that.
new bullet time, isn't it?
No, co-op's
Really?
been around for ages,
Yeah,
though.
but it seems like we're getting more and more of it these
I'm
days.
fine
It's
But
with
not
that, no,
like-
I'm
I think
okay
that's
with
a
that.
really good thing. But in any case, it's been scaled back from 4-player co-op to 2-player co-op, which
Well,
as
fair
far as
enough.
I can
mean,
say
who's
is
got 3 friends on hand whenever they feel
Well,
like
one,
it?
two,
anybody
three.
but us, really.
Well, we need one more.
Well, we don't
Not-
live
My
together,
housemate's
do we?
asleep.
Yahtzee, not everyone is a misanthrope. I mean, some people do have friends. Some
Well,
of
I can't really sympathise with that frame of mind.
No, I know. Neither can I. But
Anyway, look, the other game that has finally got a release date for all those that haven't imported it is super and
Yeah.
actually
care.
care is Super Smash Brothers brawl.
Yeah.
The word cock is about to be mentioned.
And no, I like the
balls.
fact that, of course, we talked about this last night, but now we have Yahtzee here, and it's taken on a whole new relevance now because
I don't really have enough passion even to swear about it.
Oh, really?
That just sums it up for me.
But you have so many fans that love your review of that game.
It was a very popular choice.
I made it very clear in that review how reluctantly I was doing it.
Yeah,
I mean, even at the very beginning, I went.
This is true. But I mean, don't get me wrong. We tried. We all tried.
We really tried hard. We gave it a good shot. I was very
enthusiastic. Here a bunch
enthusiastic.
of times, and we all played it.
I was about to say, and we didn't just try one. We tried at my birthday party with just a small group of gamer friends. I tried. We even tried with like 2 big parties that we had here.
Yeah, big
with
parties.
Other people that other people that liked the previous Smash Brothers game, and no one played it.
It failed.
No.
It failed.
It failed.
So,
it was an epic fail.
Yeah, it was an epic fail.
Yeah.
Sorry, I hate myself.
No, it's okay. I kind of
Actually,
like
I played
that one.
after we first tried it out. I played it through it on the single player campaign, and I was sort of started to get slightly less random mashing about it. But well, you start to have characters you like playing with, and you start find techniques you like. But yeah, it's really.
Did you ever end up? Because one of the criticisms I've read, like on some forums and things like that, is they've said, "Oh God, well I mean, if you did do this, and this, you could have unlocked those characters in 3 hours." It's like, that still shits me. Sorry, that's still not.
Yeah.
Fair.
Besides, it's one thing to know that there's a kind of an optimal way to. It's like World of Warcraft. If you know what you're doing, you have lots of support. You can get to level 70 under 3 weeks. But that's still a fucking ridiculous grind to have to do. It doesn't make it fun. It just makes it less tedious. That's not the same thing.
This is what we're talking about, isn't it? Because if you get a party game, then you have to unlock stuff in single player or just playing it for hours.
Yep.
That's poor design for me. Because I had this problem at home with WarioWare on the Wii. Because we just picked that up for a barbecue. And
did it taste good? That was stupid. Move on.
Yes. So we booted it up, and there was no multiplayer option.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, there was just single player, so we just played single player, taking your turns with the controller and taking shots every time someone lost.
As you do. Yep.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Because it's a game tailor-made for that sort of thing.
Fair enough. Yep.
And when we finally did unlock the multiplayer, because you have to finish the single player, it's asynchronous. You have to pass the controller around. You can't play at the same time.
I've heard that.
I find that so stupid considering the GameCube version did so well at 4 players at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't get that. I don't get how they could actually take that awesome mechanic and then totally drop it for the next version of the game. But anyway, hey,
I think WarioWare Wii is really good. I mean,
we had fun.
Yeah, on the GameCube, it's good.
The
And on the
GameCube one?
Wii,
Yeah, the GameCube one,
the whole multiplayer issue on the Wii thing, it's a really fun game. I mean, it teaches you how to hold the Wiimote in different positions, and every time it introduces a new position, it has this appallingly sexy voiced man telling you how to hold it.
Appallingly sexy voice.
I gotta show you it sometime, but it's you have to see it.
All right.
But I recommend the game, but get a bottle of tequila and it becomes
way better.
And the disappointment.
So do most games, though. To be honest, on a
of
bottle
having
of
to pass
tequila.
the controller around is deadened. By having
Tequila.
a bottle of tequila around.
Tequila, though, is generally a bad idea. There's something about
Bad
tequila.
idea.
There's something about tequila that as soon as you start drinking tequila, illegal opportunities show up. Have you noticed that? You're just sitting there, you're having a few drinks, a few shots of tequila with friends. Suddenly, the room is full of underage girls and chickens. It's just...
Jesus, man, what
kind of
parties
do
are you going to? And where's my invite?
I did actually go to a party once where
I don't know if I want to know this.
we were drinking tequila. I'm not going to tell the worst part of the story.
Okay.
But the less part, we were drinking tequila, and I was sitting there, and it was quite a rural area, and I'm sitting there drinking, looking out into the darkness, quite thoroughly hammered, and this white horse galloped out of the darkness while I was half smashed, and just came over to talk to me.
This wasn't a music video?
Are you sure you weren't
it's very music
you weren't
video
watching
sounding.
Blade Runner, were you?
No, but it actually happened, and it was the kind of thing that you just really don't expect to happen. So it kind of tripped me out because I'm not really used to being
Matt
around
from
horses
Australian
anyway.
Gamer, the director's cut.
Whatever. But yeah, so this white horse is kind of pranced up in slow motion. It probably wasn't really in slow motion, but in my head, then and now it was.
Well, take enough tequila, I suppose it would be.
Yeah,
Did you
pretty
then
much
get
was.
on the horse and ride away, sort of thing, or like
No, I just patted it on the
galloping
head.
away? And
Right it and it rears and you like wave your hands in the air.
It was one of those horses that thinks it's people.
Anyway, Super Smash Bros. Brawl is coming out in Australia on June the 26th.
June
Well,
26th.
whoop-de-fucking-do.
Now,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
we've talked about this a little bit about this kind of stuff, particularly on our forums, and I made a post about it as well. June 26th puts it about 4.5 months, or nearly 5 months after
Now,
the
he-
US
he-
release.
It's off the map, isn't it?
But
It's
okay,
retarded.
here's the question. Because it's been delayed for so long in Australia, and anyone that really desperately wanted it can import it quite easily.
And
Yeah.
cheaper
And
than
cheaper.
their previous.
From Game Traders Robina.
That's the one. And do you think that will have a significant effect on
Yeah, is
Nintendo
that
sales?
even a significant amount?
Are they going to look at it and go, "Wow, we lost like half our sales because it wasn't released soon enough"?
Or is it
Or is it just
0.01%?
like, is it some obscure number that no one really cares about?
I guess no one gives a shit. Because we're Australia.
There's that.
Yeah, so it's a small percentage
you know what?
of a small
No,
percentage.
Nintendo Australia should give a shit.
They should. You
I'm
would
just
think that would be their
wondering-
fucking job.
I'm wondering if there's enough of it.
My
If it makes
guess-
enough of a difference.
my-
I'd love to know stats. How many people actually imported Smash Brothers Brawl? I'd love to know that
Yeah,
stat.
yeah.
I know it's
I wouldn't know.
impossible to get.
And how does that compare to the actual sales figures? I
It's
think
just,
that would be interesting.
5 months. I don't know what the hell they thought they needed to like fix for the PAL version, but Jesus.
I know it's
I've been
ridiculous.
playing that new DS RPG, The World Ends With You.
Yeah,
Right,
something
yeah,
like
Yeah, I
that.
told you about this, and it kind of like generic sort of Japanese sort of thing, some interesting combat mechanics. But the point is, that was actually released in the PAL regions first.
Yeah,
and
Really?
then in
Bizarre.
America, and then in Japan.
See,
That's
It
bizarre.
seems like Bizarro World.
And it's a
And this is
Square. It's
partly
a
why-
Square Enix
it's
game
Square
too.
Enix.
It's
And
not
this is-
some.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
this is partly
interesting.
why
I
I picked it
remember
up,
hearing
because
about
I
that, yeah.
thought if it comes from Bizarro World, maybe it'll be the first good JRPG. You know?
you have a fondness for them as a genre.
Not really.
Hey, look, we actually need to speed this along. We've got just gone over the 30-minute point,
Have
and
we?
we
And
have
we've-
2 topics
Oh
left.
Christ!
So, you know what? Let's just skip the World of Warcraft.
No,
bit
no.
first. Oh,
That's
God.
very no. It's very quick and it's very interesting. I think. Well, because we've talked a lot in the past about how World of Warcraft must make billions of dollars. Blah blah blah. Now we know. Now we have an actual figure. They announced that in the last financial quarter they made $295 million US.
Is that all?
So
I made that last week.
whatever.
Yeah, I made
So
that
yeah, now
just now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did
Cleaning
it.
my ear.
Yeah, that's right.
so yeah, there's a figure for you. World of Warcraft apparently makes money. Move on.
Well,
And a
yes,
shitload of
that's
money,
the
yeah.
kind of money you take to a hotel room and buy a
Yeah.
to play Halo.
Yeah, forget this
Yeah.
$1,000 a night
$1,000
hooker.
What about a
$10,000 a night hooker.
$1 million night hooker?
That would be a fucking impressive hooker.
How
I
much?
know, I
How
know.
much is Hannah Montana?
I mean, oh, dude. I just clicked on that one, and that's wrong. You need to stop chasing your Disney celebrities, all right?
yeah.
The Lindsay Lohan, Hannah Montana, just lay off, all right, man?
I'm just wondering what the perceptible difference between a $1,000 and a $10,000 hooker would
I
be.
don't know. I wondered the same thing. Like, what's the difference between that and like 5,000? Like, how?
I kind of wonder. I kind of get the
Is there some
impression.
kind of equation? You know?
I kind of get the
know.
impression that the more you pay, the higher their celebrity status is. So that if you pay $20 million, you'd get I don't know.
I've heard this somewhere. I don't know where, and this is probably on the internet. Which
You're probably
is always
making
true.
this up, but that's all right.
Or
go
I could
on.
be making this up. There's actually a bit of a market for like B-grade celebrities going over to Saudi Arabia, getting paid substantial amounts of money to go over and perform sexual favors for the like oil barons and sheiks and stuff.
Fair
over there.
enough.
And not just
it's a very
B-grade.
nouveau riche thing
who's
to
a
do,
B-grade
isn't it?
celebrity? Think who?
Oh,
Big
like
grade.
I'm not going to name names. I don't.
Name? Come on.
I've been
Like
making
who?
names up.
I'll try. to think.
Hillary Duff.
She's not.
Hillary Duff.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to keep on my Disney theme. That I had before.
Okay, look, the last thing we briefly wanted to touch on, God, I need to stop saying that, is Guitar Hero 4
Indeed.
which
this
I
is a
believe is
topic
actually
that is close to my heart.
Rock Band 2, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
heard
think-
about this. They're like in direct competition with their former friends.
Yeah, but
they've had an innovative idea. They've decided that the Guitar Hero franchise would be improved by adding more instruments, which I think is very clever of them.
Yeah, but let's be honest. I think Rock Band 4 will probably be released in Australia way before. Oh, sorry.
Guitar Hero 4.
4 will be released in Australia way before Rock Band.
Yeah,
so
probably true.
there'll be a market here, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
topical.
laugh, but it's probably true.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we've had an interesting theme with tonight, which is
Games that are actually being released.
games not coming out here or games being so delayed here. I find that annoying. That frustrates me.
Yeah, but this
I'm
is something that's
frustrated
been
by this.
annoying for 3 years now. Like it's the reason we started the
Well,
site.
it's frustrating because it seems to be getting more and more easy and cheaper to buy these things overseas now than it is to get them here.
Especially
Why
since that fucking bullshit concerning the instruments in the game being sold separately and Rock
Yeah,
Band.
yeah, that's retarded.
We did.
Yeah.
I made a
Because you're going to
post-
want to buy just the instruments.
Oh.
I think that'd be a fun trip.
What are you going to do with those?
Just sit around,
Yeah,
just
just sort of-
pretend. Well, hey, yeah, guys,
Yeah.
you drum.
Actually, you probably could do that with a drum kit, but anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, we made a post on the site. There was a Canned Geek. It's another website. They did a guide to importing Rock Band, really specific on if you want to import the goddamn game, here's exactly what to do. And if it breaks, this is where you go to get the devices to fix it. Really, really specific. Really, really cool.
Really, really good. And it bothers me that people who have an interest in this game have the ability and the technology to import this and distribute it, yet the people who are the fucking distributors don't. That's just starting to really shit me. If you are a distributor for a game in Australia, distribute the goddamn game!
Ow! I'm wearing
Oh.
headphones. That hurt.
I know, that was what I was
we
going
found
for.
something Matt is impassioned about.
I am
apart from
impassioned about
sex.
it. Yes.
Or the lack of.
Yes.
Well, he doesn't even yell about sex.
No, I just get sullen.
I think we should end this podcast off. Since we have Yahtzee on,
Indeed.
I think you should give a plug for your little thing that you're going to on
Yeah,
the
Oh,
weekend.
yes,
Little thing
yes.
that you go
If you
into.
happen to be somewhere in the region of Melbourne on Sunday, I'm doing a panel on what's a good game at Game On at the Australian Centre for the Moving Image in Melbourne.
Talk to us a little bit about the topic. Is that what makes a game good, or which games are good? Like what?
It's I think it's basically got me and two other reviewers. We got what's his name from
Junglist from
Good Game.
Good Game, yep.
And Jason
Hill from
Jason
Screenplay.
Oh,
Yep.
Jason Hill go again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get together and talk about reviewing games.
Cool.
And why they're good. So that's Sunday at 2 p.m. in the Screen Pit in the ACMI in Melbourne.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And
If you want to tag along.
Go for it.
Yeah. I'm going to be flying down Sunday morning, doing the panel and flying back. So if you want to say
Do you know what
hi,
the
make it quick.
You know what the no, you know what the best thing is? They give you a bar tab.
Yeah,
Nice.
they do.
They gave us a bar tab.
They-
Yeah,
which was
I
a bad
heard that.
idea.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, then they spoke to us at length about our abuse of the bar tab. No, they didn't. They didn't. We only had like a coffee. But
I wish they did. Anyway, we're going to wrap this up. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in.
thank you, Yahtzee, for
Thank you,
joining
Yahtzee,
us.
for joining us again.
Always
Making
a
us not
pleasure.
have to have the same goddamn conversation that we had last night.
Yeah, it's your fault. There's a podcast this week. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Yahtzee.
No problem.
Yahtzee made the podcast.
He did. And
I did.
we will...
I think I suggested it, didn't I?
You did.
You did, actually. Yeah, we're lazy.
What can I say? I just love these guys.
Oh,
Feel the love.
yeah, we sort of love you.
Feel the insincerity.
We'll talk to you again next week. Thanks, everyone.
See you guys. Bye.
Do we have anything else to add to this podcast?
I don't.
I'm just
Well,
saying,
I-
like there's that extra sort of oomph. That
I don't know. I could
secret.
swear some more.
Matt's already said the C word, so...
Fuck, shit, balls, tyrant. I don't know. That came out of nowhere. I don't know where I was going with
There's
that.
some interesting Freudianism in there. How was your relationship with your father? Was he
just,
by any
you
chance
know-
a tyrant?
I'm just thinking, fuck, shit, balls, tyrant.
Actually, balls tyrant.
Yeah, he's
The
like
particular
a tyrant.
specific type of tyrant.
He's a tyrant who's tyrannical about his
Balls.
Balls.
No, his fuck shit
Apparently.
balls.
His fuck shit balls. Was he by any chance like Genghis Khan? which we have a bunch of.
Was Khan into fuck shit balls?
He was.
Yeah,
actually.
he
It's
was.
just,
He was.
as many
And
historians
also, I
have
think
said.
I hope that that little documentary
Is this
there
like a
covers
sequel
the,
to Viking or
Yes,
something?
sorry. Hey, this is good. We can pimp this.
Yeah, let's
We're
pimp
giving
our own
away
thing.
25 passes to Mongol.
Yeah, Mongol
Which
is the
is
story
a
of Genghis
sh-
Khan,
a
and I
movie
hope it
about
ends
Genghis
the way
Khan.
It's a film.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away the
Not a
ending
game,
of
I'm
the movie,
sorry.
but I hope it ends like his life actually did, which was choking on his own vomit.
That's awesome.
Which, if you're going to die as a ruthless, brutal oppressor, that's a cool way to go.
Yeah, he died just like Chris Farley.
Yeah, I heard the other day that Steven Seagal spent years trying to make a Genghis Khan movie with him in the lead role.
I wonder why that didn't work.
Did you know he has a band?
Steven
They're
Seagal.
called Thunder something. God, I can't remember the name.
Does he sing like this in a really low voice?
No,
Yeah, and he plays
Sounds
guitar, and he's actually not too bad as a guitarist either. But the band is so bad; it's so like middle of the road.
Unless
rock.
it was called Steven Seagal, the Steven Seagal All Stars or something ridiculous.
No, it's called
you know.
something like Thunderstruck or something
Thunder
like
Siege?
that. Thunder Siege.
All right, this is beyond ridiculous. We're ending this now. Thanks everyone.
Thunder Siege.
YouTube that shit.